Warfare is the latest A24 film to come out, directed by Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza. Ray Mendoza is a former Navy SEAL, so these are based on his memories and everybody else a part of this group, their memories and what they remember from this specific day. This film is also written by Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza, starring DeFaro, Wunatai, Will Poulter, and Joseph Quinn. Let me tell you, man, this movie is amazing. I mean, I just can't wrap my head around not only just the filmmaking craft that Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza are able to achieve in this, the prowess that it has, the acting is unbelievable, the sound design with all the guns, the explosions, it's just ear-piercing, heart-pounding from beginning to end. This movie is incredible. Warfare basically takes place over a few hours, it seems like. You know, the very beginning, we start with this music video. I don't know what song it is, but I've definitely heard it before. And all the guys, the whole group, the whole squad, they're all dancing because it's like a workout music video. These girls are in like the onesies, you know, kind of like the beginning of Substance or something like that. And they're just dancing, having a good time. And once that scene ends, it's just nonstop tension, anxiety. And the whole movie takes place in this one building in Ramadi, Iraq in 2006. I believe the day was November 19th. And it's just this whole day. These soldiers are trapped. They're trying to help, I believe, U.S. Marines assist them in some sort of operation. They want a sniper in this building looking out into the town. It's like through this little tiny hole in the wall. I don't know how far the town is. 100, 200 meters. It's, I would assume, pretty far away, but the sniper is just, you know, focused on this town, looking for certain people, certain activity. They don't really ever tell you what it is exactly. It's just that these SEALs are assisting the Marines. And this squad is just held up in this building. Probably the first 30 minutes or so, we're focusing really on the sniper for most of it. We're getting the POV of the scope, just checking around the town. You know, whatever he sees suspicious, he's relaying it to the comms. And even just that, following the POV of this scope throughout the town, there's no music. It's pretty quiet. You can pretty much hear a pin drop. And it's just so intense because you feel something is going to happen. You just don't know when. Like, obviously, you know, it's a war movie, but just the POV of the scope, it's just so immersive. You know, that's the first part of the movie where you actually feel immersed in it, because the action hasn't even started yet. The intensity, the real intensity of this movie has not started, but you still feel like just absolutely on the edge of your seat just from watching this scope go throughout this town. And then it really starts going down. The intensity just dials all the way up to 10 once they start to figure out that the town's clearing out, and this is when they start to get surrounded. You know, the Iraqi soldiers, they're starting to go on the roof. They're surrounding them. They get pretty much ambushed a little bit. And the whole rest of the movie is just them trying to get extracted. And this film is listed as, you know, a drama, action, war film, obviously, but it's a horror film as well to me. This was a crazy experience. What Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza are able to achieve with just, you know, this one setting, like I said, just this one building. We don't get any backstory on these characters. We barely know any of their names. There's really no plot necessarily. You know, there's no first, second, third act. It's just one long extraction, one crazy dive in, one crazy look in onto this one event of these soldiers trying to escape. The way this movie was filmed just literally throws you right into the middle of this situation, right into the middle of war in the worst way possible, but also best way possible because of just how awesome of a movie experience this is, even if it is horrifying and your heart's pounding the whole entire time. You don't know who's gonna live. You don't know who's going to survive. A lot of the times, you know, you're like, okay, there's no way they're gonna kill this person, but everybody is at stake in this film. Every single person. It's visceral. It's unrelenting. The sound design, once again, that I'm going to mention, the gunshots, like just making your ears ring, you know, just once again, in the best way possible. It's loud as fuck, but it has to be because Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza want you to feel like you're one of the soldiers in this squad trying to escape with them, going through all this terrifying experience. It's just so unbelievably realistic, man. I mean, fuck, I cannot imagine going to war, dude. I mean, just any of the wars. Iraqi war, mainly probably because this is when the weapons and all that stuff is the most advanced. I just know for a fact I would not be able to handle going to war. I don't think most people would. It's not for me. It is just absolutely scary as shit. So just the amount of respect that I have, that everybody should have for these people who are willing to put their lives on the line and go through this, it's just so unbelievable to me. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't. And this movie depicts war, even if it's just one day. Its depiction of it will just stick with you long after the credits roll, long after you leave. Even just right now thinking about it, it's just so crazy, man. And when an IUD goes off in this certain scene, probably about halfway through, not only is it using sound design to also, obviously when explosions go off, your ears are muffled, your ears are ringing, you can't really hear much. So we're focused on Ray Mendoza in this film, who's our main character, played by Pharaoh Wunatai. And his sound just keeps going in and out as he's clearly in shock, as a lot of these soldiers are who survive this explosion. It's just going in and out. But at the same time, once it comes back in, you're just hearing screaming, just absolutely excruciating screams from these soldiers who are severely wounded. But you're also hearing all these comms in the background too of other soldiers, the people back at base too, I would assume, who are trying to wonder their location because, they obviously have to get an evac because that's how they're going to leave. And there's just multiple people on the comms talking. It's intense. People screaming, more gunshots going off in the background. It's just absolutely just almost too much at times. But that's what makes this movie just incredible. And the acting is also great. Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is fantastic in this film. They really all are, but I think Joseph Quinn probably stands out the most to me. And really, at the end of the day, this is just an absolute masterclass in filmmaking. Alex Garland, obviously, you can't ever be surprised by a movie this guy makes. And I'm glad that he was able to make this film with Ray Mendoza, a Navy SEAL who was actually there, who experienced it, and I'm sure they got a lot of input from the other soldiers that were there as well. But that just makes it feel so much more real. This is one of the most realistic movies I've ever seen in my entire life. There's also no score in this film, which just fully immerses you in the film, fully makes you feel like you are actually there, makes the sound design pop out even more, and just adds to the dread and just all the anxiety that you're feeling throughout this film. I think this film does everything that it needs to do. Everything that it's trying to say. I think it gets its point across pretty well. If you're not walking out of this film just feeling so uneasy, it's just, I don't know what to tell you, because this movie will stick with me without a doubt. So yeah, I highly recommend going to watch this movie, especially in theaters. You have to see this movie on the biggest, loudest screen possible. It's not the most, fun, most joyful thing to watch in the world, but that is the point. It's one of the most immersive movie experiences that I've had in a very long time. It's only an hour and a half, like an hour 35, I believe. So yeah, Warfare gets an easy 9.5 out of 10. I appreciate you guys watching. Please go see this film. Like, subscribe, comment. As always, my name is Zach. Later.